Now with the big breaking news coming in, National Medical College Commission revokes recognition of Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Medical College in Jammu over serious violations of standards. NMC cancels MBBS approval for Jammu's Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Medical College due to non-compliance. Listen in to what the Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Umar Abdullah said.
से आज भी संघर्ष समिति वाले प्रोटेस्ट कर रहे हैं।
किस बात पे प्रोटेस्ट, किस बात पे? उन बच्चों ने मेहनत करके सीट हासिल की, किसी का एहसान नहीं था उन पे, ना मेरा ना यूनिवर्सिटी का। उन्होंने इम्तिहान में जो है पास होके सीट हासिल की। अब अगर आप नहीं चाहते हो उनको वहां देना, उनको कहीं और एडजस्ट करिए, वो किसी के एहसान पे नहीं आए। और वैसे भी मुझे लगता है आज वो बच्चे वहां पढ़ना भी नहीं चाहेंगे। जो हालत की है, मुझे नहीं लगता अगर मैं उन बच्चों का माँ बाप होता मैं भी डर डर के उनको वहां भेजता। मैं तो कहता हूं ना भेजें उनको, मेहरबानी करके गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ हेल्थ जो है, इन बच्चों का हमारे किसी और मेडिकल कॉलेज में इंतजाम करिए, हम उन बच्चों को वहां पढ़ाएंगे। हम नहीं पढ़ाना चाहते उनको जहां पे इतनी सियासत की जा रही है। बंद करिए उस मेडिकल कॉलेज को, वो मेडिकल कॉलेज खोलने के लायक ही नहीं है, उसको बंद करिए। और ये जो बच्चे हैं इनको हमारे किसी अच्छे गवर्नमेंट मेडिकल कॉलेज में एडजस्ट करिए, हम इनकी तालीम का जो है बंदोबस्त करेंगे। हमें नहीं चाहिए इनका मेडिकल कॉलेज, बंद कर दो।
My colleague Pradeep Datta is joining me to give us an overall perspective on why such row has erupted over Shri Mata Vaishno Devi Medical College. Pradeep sir, do highlight why is this a controversy now?
Yes, Aditi, you're absolutely right. A controversy about this medical college had been going on for quite some time, because reason being that the 50 seats had been allocated to this medical college, and for the first batch out of 50 seats, 42 seats were given to the Muslim candidates because who had qualified the NEET examination. Only 8 candidates from the Hindu community could qualify the examination. So what actually the people here had been demanding, many of those right-wing political parties and social organizations, they were saying, as this medical college is being run by the offerings of the devotees of Mata Vaishno Devi shrine, so maximum seats should be given to Hindus instead of Muslims. So for quite some time they had been on protest demonstrations, they had been raising slogans against the government. They were saying that Umar Abdullah government was not doing anything in this regard, while as Umar Abdullah government's argument was that those candidates have qualified examination. So on the basis of the merit, the seats have been given to them. So on the basis of the religion, you can't decide things, because you can't look at the things with the communal glasses. Umar Abdullah had even gone to the extent of saying earlier that the state land has been granted for this medical college. So better Mata Vaishno Devi Trust should pay the amount for that state land, and then they can get it minority college declared, and only after that they can ensure that only Hindu candidates can get maximum seats. But now I think the National Medical Commission, they have withdrawn the recognition. They have cancelled all the 50 seats. For some time it seems that it will put an end to the controversy that had been going on, because earlier Sangharsh Samiti that was constituted, that was a conglomerate of several social as well as right-wing political organizations. They were demanding that initially they wanted that these seats need to be scrapped, but that was not possible because already they had qualified examination. So now with the cancellation or withdrawal of the recognition of these colleges means that all the 50 seats that have been allocated to this college have been cancelled. That means now those 50 seats, those candidates who have been selected, they will be either adjusted in all those recognized colleges in Jammu and Kashmir, so that their year is not wasted. So that will be taken care of. But it appears that because it will be a win-win situation for everybody, because Sangharsh Samiti had also been demanding that this college need to be cancelled, because they feel that had there been more students in future, it will lead to lot many problems. That had been their argument, because it was the offering of the Hindu devotees because of which the college was being run. So they should have the more seats instead of giving more seats to the Muslim students.
Absolutely, and we'll be keeping a close track. Pradeep sir, thank you so much for giving us all those inputs. The cancellation and recognition of that university remains a big question and a political controversy as well. We will be tracking that. Thank you for now. BMC poll campaigning turns deadly. Firecrackers cause fire in a building in Bandra, where Bollywood actor Daisy Shah was also there. She called out political parties and the way they were campaigning, saying that bursting crackers show that the political parties lack basic sense. Listen in.
ये हो रहा है यहाँ पे कि इलेक्शन की वजह से लोग आए हुए हैं यहाँ पे, रास्ते पे फटाके फोड़े हैं, एंड रास्ते पे फटाके फोड़ने के बाद दिस इज व्हाट दे हैव डन. रस्ते पे फटाके फोड़ने के नतीजे. People don't understand and this is by stupid government people who have come here. जा रहे प्रचार कर रहे हर एक के बिल्डिंग में जाके रस्ते पे बिल्डिंग के बाहर इन्होंने फटाके फोड़े. I live in the building right next to this and this is what is happening. Oh my God, this is scary. That's my house. उसके बाजू में मेरा घर है और ये यहाँ पे ये हो रहा है. फायर ब्रिगेड को कॉल किया है क्या किसी ने? फायर ब्रिगेड को कॉल किया क्या किसी ने? Oh my God, this is getting worse.
My colleague Abira is joining me to give us more details about what exactly happened. Abira, do tell us about what happened, which party was there and who is responsible for this?
In the video, Aditi, she clearly mentioned that it was BJP, workers who were there, and they were bursting crackers. They actually was going around taking permission from every building to enter the building and talk to the people personally. But Daisy Shah's building, she lived in Bandra East. This particular building committee refused the workers to come inside in their building, but the next door building, they allowed them inside, and what they were doing is, before entering any building, they were bursting crackers. Now the crackers were not like small crackers, they were these firecrackers which can actually go inside people's houses, which exactly we see happened. So the person who stays there, fortunately, was not at home. So there was nobody to, put down the fire. That's why it escalated. She mentions that later in another video. So this is exactly what happened, and everybody had to be evacuated. Even her building people evacuated. Gas lines, electricity was cut just for precaution. Fire brigade came in, but now the fire is out and nobody's injured.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Abira, for highlighting that. And yes, it is a cause of concern. While crackers do attract attention of the people, that is seriously harming the environment as well, where Maharashtra is currently also reeling under bad air. This is a threat to life when such situations arise, when in a building, a house catches fire because of the crackers that were burst during a political campaign. Shifting our focus now to Congress leader Prithviraj Chavan's bizarre comments asking whether what happened with Venezuela could happen with India led to a barrage of ridicule and jokes on social media, all pointed at him, referring to the nighttime US military action in Venezuela that led to the capture of President Nicolas Maduro. The Congress leader asked a question which many on social media took as a joke due to its absurdity. He asked, will something like what happened in Venezuela happen in India? Will Mr. Trump kidnap our Prime Minister as well? To which BJP reacted sharply, as well as India bloc's ally. Congress's own ally, UBT, slammed the Congress Neta's comment, saying that because of these bizarre comments, Congress party is losing seats and votes. Take a look.
सवाल है कि क्या जो वेनेजुएला में हुआ इस तरह से कुछ होगा क्या भारत में? हमारे प्रधानमंत्री को किडनैप करके ट्रम्प साहब ले जाएंगे क्या? अब वही बात बची है बस.
इस प्रकार का घटिया ओछा बयान, मतलब कि एक व्यक्ति का विरोध करते करते देश के लोकतंत्र का विरोध, देश की नीतियों का विरोध, देश का विरोध करना और इस प्रकार की कामना, इस प्रकार की दुआ मांगना, मतलब सिंदूर में भारत की सेना का अपमान किया. ये वही व्यक्ति है जिन्होंने ऑपरेशन महादेव के नाम पर सवाल उठाए थे तो सनातन का अपमान किया, और अब भारत की स्टेट का अपमान. पर ये तो राहुल गांधी की लाइन है.
पृथ्वीराज चौहान की मानसिकता दिन प्रतिदिन गिरते जा रही है. वो राजनीति करते करते अब देश के विरोध में आ गए हैं. किसी की मजाल नहीं है पूरी दुनिया में जो भारत की तरफ आंख उठाकर देख ले. ये सरकारें आएंगी जाएंगी, पार्टियां रहेंगी, नेता रहेंगे जाएंगे, लेकिन यह देश का संविधान और लोकतंत्र इतना मजबूत है कि किसी माई के लाल में इतनी हिम्मत नहीं कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री या राष्ट्रपति को कोई उठा ले जाए.
Everyone in Venezuela is feeling that it is humiliating कि उनके कंट्री का जो हेड है वो जैसा भी था, डिक्टेटर था, जो भी था, लेकिन इज ह्यूमिलिएटिंग फॉर वेनेजुएला जो ट्रम्प और अमेरिका ने उनके साथ किया. और आप चाहते हैं अपने देश में ऐसा हो? आपकी इतनी नफरत है मोदी जी के साथ, तो भगवान से प्रेयर करिए ना अगर आप मोदी जी का बुरा चाहते हैं.
On that note, we are slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching NDTV. US President Donald Trump speaks on ties with India, says PM Modi is his friend, but he's not happy with him. He goes on to say that Trump shares a very good relationship with PM Modi. However, the Indian Prime Minister is unhappy with him. The remarks come just hours later. US President said that PM Modi has made him happy after cutting down Russian oil purchase. Now, Mr. Trump further highlights that Indian Prime Minister is unhappy as PM Modi is paying a lot of tariffs for buying Russian oil. He also quipped, saying that we are getting rich from tariffs. Listen it.
India ordered 68 Apaches, and Prime Minister Modi came to see me. Sir, may I see you, please? Yes, I have a very good relationship with him. He's not that happy with me because, you know, they're paying a lot of tariffs now because they're not doing the oil, but they are. They've now reduced it very substantially, as you know, from Russia. We're getting rich because of tariffs, by the way. I hope everyone understands that. They hate to report. We're going to have over $650 billion poured into our country or coming in shortly because of tariffs. You know.
Slipping into a very short break. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching us for all the latest news and do follow us on our social media handles.